That's so weird. Hi everyone. So today I am filming a new YouTube series that I planned. So if a lot of you probably don't know, but some of you do know, that I am fortunate enough to work with animals, but not like in a crazy, like I'm so trained, like I'm not a vet. No. I mind animals in my house when people are away on holidays, or I mind animals when like people want me to come when they're at work and stuff, and that is what I do. So I get to see a lot of different types of dog breeds, and I love dogs, and I think that dogs are just a key to someone's heart. I have dogs like I have dog pictures of my little animal from back home all over my house. Like there's so many pictures of her everywhere, it's insane. So basically what I wanted to do was I wanted to start a series where I talk about a dog that either I have or haven't minded. I'm not saying I minded like every breed ever, but I have minded quite a few, and I just wanted to talk about it and let you guys know why you guys should maybe consider getting this dog. So I'm gonna call it like Dog of the Week. Woo! Clapping noises. Yeah, so it's called Dog of the Week, and I'm starting it off with Greyhounds because I actually have a story time, which isn't that long. But we were here one day and it was like such a bad day. Like there was thunder, there was rain, it was just like pouring rain outside. Everyone was just like inside and it was crazy weather, and my boyfriend went out to change the bins, and then there was a dog at the door, and it was a massive greyhound, and the dog was just like, it wasn't trying to go. Like usually when a dog comes to the door, it could be like the neighbour's dog or something and we go and check, but it wasn't the neighbour's dog, and the dog just wanted to go into our house. And it's so strange because our house isn't like obvious, it's like hidden. So the dog was just like, I'm in, so I let it in. And then we went about the journey of basically finding its owner, and we found its owner. It was a great happy ending. The greyhound was so sweet though, and so like calm, and like it was just so, I don't know, I just fell in love with it. And now I'm just like, I want to inform everyone, because I personally didn't know much about greyhounds. When I seen the greyhound, I was like, oh, I never actually seen a greyhound before. Sounds so weird, but I haven't, and I don't really know much about them, but here I am, like silly, but I do now know about them. So I just wanted to tell people about greyhounds. I'm going to go through like what they're like, why you should adopt or just get one of them, and also about their health, and just loads of facts about them to make you fall in love with greyhounds. And any other dog that I do in Dog of the Week, because I just want you guys to find the perfect animal for you. Every dog is different, every cat is probably different, although cats are like a whole different thing, but I don't know cats that well, so I'm going to stick with dogs. So yeah, I've done my research on this, I'm going to do this, and I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys, if you're thinking of doing a pet, you stick around, you see some Dogs of the Week, and maybe you'll find one that you love. Greyhounds have mostly been bred for course racing, as in like chasing a little rabbit on this little stick thing, and they just like run so fast. And most people know greyhounds as racing dogs. I personally do not agree with racing. I just don't think that using animals for entertainment is a good thing unless it like benefits them in a healthy way. But I feel like everyone out there has a right to their own opinion. That's just my opinion. Don't be quoting me out there like, oh my gee. I'm just saying, I don't personally agree with it. Now, when we got that greyhound into our home, what most people don't know, and I didn't know, and I was like, oh my gosh, because thanks to someone ringing us, we found out that greyhounds have tattoos on their ears if they were once a racing dog. Not necessarily one that actually raced, but if it's even going to be put into racing or try to put it into racing, they will have letters and numbers and stuff on their ears. Now it's different depending on what country you're in, because I think they have different amounts of numbers and letters, and they're really difficult to read. But that's how we managed to find the owner of the greyhound, because the owner was registered. So these greyhounds have to be registered in order for people not to just dump them, because there is literally thousands of greyhounds going missing each year because people just want to get rid of them as soon as they're not good enough for racing, and they just do bad things to get rid of them, which is so bad. So therefore, this is why I'll urge you to adopt a greyhound, because they need homes. So Once they reach a certain age, greyhounds are retired. They are given up to adoption places and everything else, and this is why adopting greyhound is such a great idea for you, and this is why I'm advocating this idea. Now, I would say that you should probably adopt a greyhound rather than buy a puppy greyhound, because puppy greyhounds, as opposed to adopted greyhounds or retired greyhounds, have a lot of energy and want to like put that energy into something. Retired greyhounds have done their work and they are much more happier to just chill out, and they're probably well trained too, because they're just used to this crazy environment. Now they're just in this lovely home. They're like, yes. Nickname for them, which is the 45-mile-an-hour couch potato. So this greyhound just sits there and just like, it's not actually a dog that needs, like, adult greyhounds do not need extended periods of daily exercise. They do need like exercise obviously, but they're more used for sprinting rather than endurance. Like, greyhounds don't just go like, yeah, like I'm gonna spend my whole day like just running around. They just do one big sprint and that is it. So first of all, let's start with their temperament. Greyhounds can be kind of indifferent to strangers. That's because most of them have been used. Now, I'm mostly talking about racing greyhounds. Greyhounds, on the other hand, that have just been left in a home are probably more likely to be just more normal in these senses, I guess. But racing greyhounds, especially if you're adopting a racing greyhound, they tend to be a bit indifferent to strangers when they first meet them, because they're so used to being around strangers all the time and stuff like that. So they're used to being around strangers, so you can see that the greyhound is going to be friendly, very affectionate, especially with their own pack. It is recommended that when you are adopting a greyhound, you should adopt 2 or more, because they love being with their own kind or just other dogs as well. Although be careful with smaller breeds, because they do have a prey instinct, so they can chase smaller animals. However, that's not to say that your greyhound will attack your small dog. It just really depends, and you need to like go to your adoption centre and check out whether or not that greyhound would attack a small dog, and just obviously get used to it. It's not just like you could just like throw it in with, like, you know, they're generally lazy, easygoing, and just generally calm. Like when the greyhound was here, it was just sleeping. I was like, is it okay? Like, I don't know. I thought greyhounds were so active, but that is actually not a thing. They are active, of course, when they can be, but it's not like a thing all the time. They do like to have their naps. Like, they can sleep up to 18 hours a day. They are not aggressive. A lot of people seem to think they are aggressive because they wear muzzles during racing, but that's just to prevent injury, because when dogs get excited they can nip and stuff like that. But they're actually very friendly dogs and they are not aggressive at all. In terms of when you take a greyhound out, you should always keep it on a lead, because greyhounds tend to bolt, as in like they just go like a car if they're scared, or if they want, like, if they see some sort of prey. That's how they just bolt away, and in terms of their temperament and personality. So now, if talking about now retired racing greyhounds, a puppy greyhound will be a different story, but racing greyhounds mostly will just want to sleep throughout the day. They do need exercise, but not as much as you may think. They do need to be kept on the lead, and if you do have a garden, you need a high fence, because they can jump high fences and they can bolt. However, they are not dogs that need a bunch of space. They can easily adjust to apartment life if needed. The thing about greyhounds is they're friendly, they're nice, and they can get on well with other dogs and people, so that's good. In terms of a greyhound's health, now a greyhound has very short fur and not a lot of fat, so they can actually be really good for people who are normally allergic to dogs, because their fur might not necessarily cause a reaction, and that is a good thing about them. You do have to be careful about them in the sun or in cold weather, because they're more likely to be prone to the condition, so they can get heat stroke or other types of things from being outside too much. Relatively healthy dogs as well. Obviously every dog has its own issues with like health, and of course greyhounds are no different to that. Every dog has its issues, but they're generally relatively healthy. So guys, thank you so much for listening. I urge you very much to check out greyhound adoption centres around you. I was so shocked to find out this dog was not this fast, energetic animal that I thought it was. And obviously I think a lot of people have misconceptions about loads of breeds, and I'm here to break those conceptions with Dog of the Week. So greyhounds are great. They're calm, they're relaxed, they're friendly. They're not that energetic after racing, and it's just stuff that a lot of people wouldn't know. Obviously, all my facts here in this video might not be correct or 100% things. I'm not a vet, I am not someone who breeds animals. However, I do think that information being put out there into the internet might just help someone adopt a greyhound and just see how good of an animal they are. Like, greyhounds are so undermined. A lot of people also like to put down greyhounds because they think they're ugly dogs, and they're not ugly dogs. They're pretty dogs, they're beautiful dogs, and they deserve really good homes. So if you can give a greyhound a really good home, then you should do that. And tune in next week for Dog of the Week. Also, I have to apologise for being like late with my videos again. I had really bad tonsillitis, like really bad, like high fever and stomach ache and everything, just a big mess. So I have been away, but I am doing weekly videos from now on. Obviously, I'm doing this every week. I say that every week and then something happens, but nothing's gonna happen this time. I have so much going on in my life. I'm so happy, I'm so excited. So this is why you're gonna tune in, because I have lots coming up.